Hi, Paul Donovan here. Welcome. avtechnician.ca. This is your channel for tips and tricks for AV technicians. I have been working now, I've already got 3 parts to an OBS series. This is part 4. We're going to discuss about audio. Now, of course, we know you like this channel. How about you like the video? Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe if you like the channel, and feel free to leave comments. I love comments. So in case you missed it before, OBS is a free community-supported program that is absolutely free. They will never ask you for money. They do always ask for donations, but it's not going to pop up at you every time. And so you can download it for free at www.obsproject.com. Go ahead and download and install it if you haven't already done so. Great job. Okay. I'm assuming you paused while you installed it. Okay, you got that. So we're going to take the audio section of this discussion in audio in 2 parts. This video is going to discuss about how to get audio into your computer. And then the second part of this one, which will be part 5 of my OBS series, we're going to discuss how you use audio within OBS. So we usually have 3 methods of getting audio into your computer. The first method is the tried and true, the built-in microphone that's built into your computer. Now this applies to laptops. Many desktop computers don't have built-in computers. And on a desktop, maybe you're using a webcam that may have a built-in microphone. That is an option I didn't list here. But the built-in microphone may look like something like this. Say on your laptop, you see the little microphone at the top next to your webcam. That's the most convenient. It's not the best quality of sound, but it's the most convenient to you. Your next one is a plug-in into the jacks on your PC. You may notice this little hole in your laptop, or if you're on a desktop, you may have 3 holes or 2 holes, depending upon how your audio card is set up on the desktop. But some of you won't say, like, hang on, there's only 1 jack. How do I get my microphone in, and how do I get the sound out? Aha, you caught that right away. Well, the way the plug is set up in most modern laptops is a single jack is designed for a headset. This is your headphones that has a microphone on it. Or you may have the little buds that sit in your ear and has a little microphone in the wire. They're designed to work in that single plug. And that's fine. You can work that way. It's quite fine. Or you can use this little device that you see here, which is an audio splitter, which is designed to plug into that single jack, and it splits out 2 jacks. One is for microphone, and the other is for headphones. And I've used them. I find them a little bit temperamental, depending on the quality of the thing that you pick up. If you pick it up off Amazon or some other cheap place, you may depend on whether the quality is good or not. But they're dirt cheap. They're sub $10, sometimes even cheaper than that. They're just cheap. But that's how you work to get audio into your computer using the jack. This maintains the jack level of quality, which is what we could call an analog connectivity. Then the third way to get is in through things called USB interfaces. What you see on the picture is the simplest of the simplest of the simplest. It is just simple. Plug it in. There's no drivers. You don't have to do any configuration. You have the pink hole and the yellow green hole. The pink hole is microphone. The green is headphone. Some people don't know that that is actually a standard that is in use in all sorts of things. Even on the audio card in your desktop computer, you'll see pink and green. Green is always speakers, your sound out, and pink is always your microphone. Now, on your desktop, your card might have a 3rd jack, which I believe is standard is blue, which is used for line out as opposed to speaker or headphones out. So this is the simplest. These things are dirt cheap, $10. I think I've bought 5 or 6 of them. I've always got one in my bag. You never know. You couple this with a 1/4 inch to mini jack that you can plug off of your soundboard, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. I happen to have an Uncle Bob, but that's another thing. But there you go. You have a way to get sound into your computer, the simplest of the simplest. And later on, we'll have to show you how you choose this one. So here you see one of the things I use is the Behringer 302 USB. It's got a single microphone jack, although it's a universal jack, but it is technically a 4-channel or 6-channel device because of those little RCA jacks that are on there. And this connects up by USB. In fact, it's powered by the USB. You don't have to provide a power adapter to it. In fact, they don't even give you one. I don't remember. Maybe they did give me one. I just don't remember. But it's powered by a USB. And I actually use this as an interface between the master board and my computer when I'm bringing sound in. Oftentimes, the guy running the main sound, he may set the sound coming out to you, but when you need something adjusted, he gets very frustrated. The sound guy gets very frustrated when you keep picking on him. And so what I do is I get him to come in, and then I can tweak it with this little mixer. I can tweak my volumes up and down, and very tiny little bit of highs and lows on the EQ there. So I have a little bit of control on the volumes without me having to go to the sound guy and bug him all the time. So this is the simple one that's a little mixer with volume control and everything else, totally powered by USB. Definitely worth it. It's worth about 90 Canadian dollars. What's that making? About 7,000 US dollars? No, I believe it's the other way around. It's something like 50, 60 US dollars. Got to remember how the exchange rate goes. Now this one's a little more expensive. This one a lot of people swear by. I have used it only once in my life. And it is relatively simple to use. It's got the 2 inputs on the front, and you notice they're not just XLR, but they're also 1/4 inch capable. You've got some buttons and dials and so on, and on the back you plug in a USB cord. It is powered by USB. It's got a headphone jack and so on. In fact, there's even, I believe, an output on the back side for sound out if you have studio speakers that you want to use. It has its merits, and because it costs more, there's more technology involved, and it does more things. In fact, they even have a driver for it. Focusrite has it on the driver for running it. Recommended to get the driver. I believe it's not totally plug and play, but it is well recommended, and people tell me all the time about get it, get it, get it. I'm like, no thank you, no thank you. I like my little Behringer. Now another kind of mixer I have which has USB connectivity is this one. I actually own one of these. It's a 6-channel, well 6 mic channel Behringer USB. Now it has to be plugged into power as normal because it's a lot more power needed for running it. But it connects to your computer via USB. It's really great because it's 6 mic jacks. It has more stereo jacks. It's like a real mixer. This one even has an EQ and a bit of an effects generator for you. So this one is like a full powered mixer, but it gives you a feed out that you can tell it what goes out on that USB signal. It's a great machine. It costs a little bit more, about $300-ish. I got mine for the great price of zero. You know, I like those. Somebody gave it to me. I've used it a couple of times, but I usually don't do a lot of microphones. That's why my little Behringer does most of my work for me. Then, of course, you move up from there. You can move up to the X32 Behringer. Now, you notice I keep repeating Behringer. That just happens to be, I happen to use Behringer a lot. There are dozens and dozens of different mixers out there that have USB connectivity. But the X32 is a digital mixer board. This is the grandfather of them all. Grandfather, that makes it sound old, but it's the daddy, it's the papa, it's the biggie. Comes in several different formats. Comes in an X32 compact. All they do is take the 32 channels and somehow they squeeze everything narrower. It comes in this one. It comes in a rack mount without any sliders, all controlled. And this is a great thing because you can run this with your iPad. So what you do is you set this up and you hook it up in a network connectivity, and you can wander around the room tweaking your sound. It's an awesome board. I have seen it in use many times. I am nowhere near an expert. That's one of the nice things, as my boss once said, we give this one because it's actually got sliders, and us poor people who don't know how to use digital mixers can just walk up and go slide, 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 and we like that because you don't have to be an expert. But there are so many things with it. And the advantage of this one is not only does it do a USB audio out, it actually gives you 32 channels of audio out that you can actually record. If you have the appropriate software, you can actually record all 32 channels plus the output mix all onto your computer, and then you have post-production where you can play with those individual channels. Really great if you're doing a multi-microphone, multi-instrument scenario, a band, a choir, or whatever, all these different things that you're doing. This is a magnificent board, and it gives you full 32 channel output through the USB. And it's just USB 2 is required. You don't even require a USB 3. Don't quite understand how they get all of that signal through that poor little USB cable, but hey, as long as it's there. But it is a very expensive board. Last I checked, it was over 3,000 Canadian dollars. So that's be about $2,700 US. Apparently the rack mount, one with no sliders on it, the rack mount version is more like 2,000 Canadian, but I've never seen one. I've never operated one. But this is the ways, the big ways to go is getting stuff coming into your computer via USB. It's very worthwhile to it. So there you go. This is just a short video. This helps you about how to get audio into your computer so that OBS can use it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I always want to have that. And I love comments. Yes, I do read them. I do usually reply to them. And sometimes you guys give me ideas of things to talk about on my videos. Well, welcome once again to AV Technician, your tips and tricks for AV technicians. I'm Paul Donovan. It's been so great to have you come along, and please watch again. Bye-bye.